large lawn sloping gently down to the sea, ending in pink marble balustrades, against which the waves break. In the middle of the lawn, a fountain, springing from an immense pink marble basin sheltered under willows. Rare trees and fragrant plants everywhere. Lord Weymouth pines, magnolias, double-flowered cherry trees, giant paulownias, silvery-leaved trees, laburnums, pink thorns, Canadian elderberries grow capriciously in a deliberate and superb disorder. Tamarisks, eucalyptus, Japanese privets, mimosas burst forth in dazzling and fragrant sprays. Around the basin, clumps of reeds lean their large brown velvet heads, their undulating plumes. In the water, yellow water lilies spread their wide leaves. At the top of the lawn, the house stands, strangely original in its luxurious simplicity. The front steps, the house, composed only of a very vast ground floor, topped by a terrace that replaces the roof, the chimneys, everything, in short, is built of pink marble. Marble has the immense advantage of not heating up in the sun and not cooling down in the frost. With it, no walls groaning, shaken by the sea wind. No roofs cracking when the storm rages. No annoying lapping when it rains. The whistling of the wind is muffled against the deaf walls, and the rain falls silently on the large mute terrace. The two Louis XVI columns, supporting the entrance door, are festooned with blue-flowered clematis, standing out like stars against the dark foliage and pink marble, with lilac and white Chinese wisteria, jasmines and rose bushes, climbing to the top and then running around the balustrades encircling the terrace. The very large vestibule, at the back of which rises the wide double staircase leading to the terrace, is also adorned with flowers. At the foot of the staircase, a fountain. A winged dolphin carries a chubby child blowing into a conch shell. Water flows from this conch, and from the dolphin's nostrils and falls into a large pearly shell. In the corners of the room, barrels of old Delftware and Saks crates containing oleanders, flowering pomegranates and Spanish jasmines. All around the vestibule, wide, very low divans, covered with old and disparate fabrics. In the middle, an empire billiard table supported by brass sphinxes. In a corner, a silk hammock suspended from two lemon trees. On the floor, piles of cushions, animal skins. The rounded living room, lit by a gigantic bay window overlooking the sea. Walls and ceiling covered in old rose cretonne, whose printed designs, outlined with a gold thread, represent heraldic emblems. A Venetian chandelier from which hang clusters of pink bindweed. Rocking chairs of turned wood and soft divans in cretonne. The parquet floor covered with a rice straw mat on which fantastic birds and improbable trees are painted. Large bamboo table cluttered with books and newspapers. In the middle of the living room, a pedestal from which an immense palm tree rises. Crystal vases filled with cut flowers, roses, anemones, lilies, hollyhocks. The design of the fireplace is a parterre of violets and primroses. Intimate and charming appearance. The dining room, also opening onto the sea through a large bay window. High fireplace like farm kitchen chimneys. A Norman clock, whose marquetry case is half hidden by a superb triumphant jasmine. Table and chairs of Viennese turned wood. Old Lorraine sideboards in oak carved diamond point. Sideboard and dressers adorned with Rouen faience. Japanese mats on the walls, floor, and ceiling. The Madame's bedroom, entirely draped in thick, shaggy Chinese silk, very pale yellow. Lemon wood bed, representing a fishing boat. The unfurled sails serving as curtains in Chinese silk, second sails of white Brussels gauze. Ropes braided in aloe and silver. Scentless flowers, black panther rug. In the dressing room, walls, floor, bathtub, and toilet in black marble, silver faucets. Basin, water pitcher, and toilet set in English crystal ciphered with silver. Sets of combs and brushes in blonde tortoiseshell. Iridescent pale blue glass ceiling. Monsieur's bedroom, entirely draped in sailcloth. Watercolors of hunts and races. Braided rush rug, camp bed, basic setup. Here and there, outside, the pink marble covering the exterior walls is hollowed out and allows passage for clumps of flowers, which take away from the cottage any overdressed appearance the marble might give it. The house is thus covered with large bouquets that adhere to it, without, at first glance, one understanding how they are attached. The outbuildings and stables, concealed by trees, are in Norman-style houses with wooden balconies and thatched roofs, covered with small flowers, mosses, and climbing yellow rose bushes. If happiness exists in this world, for sure, it resides there. It is 9 o'clock in the evening. The weather is splendid. The night starry. The sea is full, and nightingales sing in the large paulownias of the avenue. In the gently lit living room, Monsieur and Madame are conversing tete-a-tete. Let us approach on tiptoe so as not to disturb them, and listen.